Thank you, sir. So the MediShield Life is a nationally administered scheme by CPF. And I suppose the obvious reason is because if we offer this to the private sector, there will be no takers, given the terms there where, among others, you cover seniors, those with pre-existing conditions, and also at the premiums that's affordable to the lower income groups. So I want to ask the SMS whether he has the data to give us a sense how are the MediShield premiums at the compared to the levels of other countries with similarly run national schemes. Whether are we priced at the level that is affordable to our lower income groups?
So I thank the member for this very important question. And as a doctor who has been practicing for close to about 20 odd years, I can tell you what is the saddest thing we see in the clinics. The saddest thing we see is when you see a poor patient, a family, who has limited means coming to a hospital for catastrophic illness, and they're devastated by the worries of healthcare bills. And the sad thing we always talk about in the doctor's tea room is that, sadly, the people who need the insurance the most are the ones who can't afford it. And this is why MediShield Life was conceived to be a universal scheme to make sure that no single Singaporean will be left behind, even the poorest and the lowest of income, through whatever means, MediSave contributions, through MediFund, through additional premium support. We will make sure every Singaporean patient has a basic medical insurance to cover them for catastrophic bills. The second kind of condition which we see many private insurance actually exclude are actually congenital conditions. The moment you're born with a congenital condition, you're already disadvantaged for life. No insurance will probably take you on unless you're prepared to pay an arm and a leg for a very high premium to get that coverage. I think many of us who have insurance plans will also know that even as you later on in life, when you have the means to buy an insurance plan, but you already have a pre-diagnosed condition, the insurance will take you on but exclude those conditions from coverage as well. So I think these are the important features of MediShield Life that we got to take into account that is different from many other insurance plans out there, especially in the private sector. So pervasive coverage, all Singaporeans, all disease conditions for life. Again, for life is another important feature because many private insurance plans don't cover you beyond a certain age because they know once you reach a certain age, your disease prevalence goes up, your risk of claim goes very high, and your chance of a severe illness is very high as well. And nobody wants to do that, to cover. So private insurance plans tend to cherry pick. If we look at how MediShield Life is constructed, therefore, it is a very unique, pervasive, universal health coverage plan. If I were to make a comparison to, say, a healthcare plan from another country, I think it's very hard to find something that's exactly the same. But for purpose of comparison, if I can share some premium data from Hong Kong's VHIS, which is Hong Kong's government-backed voluntary health insurance scheme. So first is Hong Kong, which is an Asian country, pretty much similar to Singapore in terms of social construct and healthcare system, which is quite similar in the British-based kind of healthcare system. But bear in mind, this is a voluntary healthcare system, so theirs is not universal. Even then, for a voluntary healthcare system, the premium, when we compared to the revised MediShield Life premiums coming on stream before subsidies add on, that means just the raw premium after the revision, the premiums range from being 34% to 143% higher than our MediShield Life. Or you can work it out, it's about 76% higher on average across the age bands. So Hong Kong's healthcare systems insurance, which is voluntary, is on average at least 76% higher than our premium. At the lowest end, at the 1-year-old to 20-year-old age range, our revised MediShield Life premium before subsidy is $145 a year. The Hong Kong's premium is 352 Sing dollars. So it is easily close to 2 times or more. At the extreme end of the age range, at more than 90 years old, the MediShield Life premium for Singapore citizens more than 90 years old, before any form of subsidies, is $2,055. The Hong Kong one equivalent is 3,767 Singapore dollars. So I think even before subsidies, our premiums for universal coverage, all condition for life, no exclusion, is already much cheaper than the one that Hong Kong has. But bear in mind that for the older group, especially those which I say is above 90, they belong to the pioneer generation group, where there's already additional premium subsidies, premium discounts, MediSave top-ups. Virtually, it's almost a free healthcare insurance for those who are at the extreme end of age range or pioneer generations. So I hope that gives the member a clearer idea of the comparison that we have. Thank you, sir.